Welcome to our pop-up today. This week, we are going to talk about the Shaklee Wellness business opportunity, and we're excited to have you all here. Some of the things that we are going to go over today is, and like usual, we do about a 20-minute presentation, and then we have Q&A, and you get to meet all of us and ask questions, and we share information with you. And our goal and vision is to empower you and inspire you and give you the tools to make the decisions for yourself and your family to live well. So today we're going to go over a little bit about, the bringing true wellness into the world, what we're doing and what our vision is with Shaklee, who we are, brief history about direct sales. So we're going to cover some of the questions and the uncomfortableness behind direct sales and network marketing and the pyramid scheme kind of thing. So we really can clarify those questions for you, understanding what direct sales, what that model is like compared to traditional business, understand residual and exponential income, the benefits of direct sales marketing, and then how to earn it.
My friends had to leave.
As well as making healthy happen in your own way. So you have options and you can let us know where you are. So thank you again for joining us. We're really excited to have you here with us. And let's see if this will work. There we go. Technology, there's always something to learn. So this is Dr. Shaklee here. You see him, and the whole the bringing wellness to the world is, it has been our mission since Dr. Shaklee started the company back in 1956. And I like to share, you might have heard it before, that he created the first consumable supplement back in 1915. So we are here to learn from each other, to teach each other, to really spread the word, to empower people and families to live well and make healthy happen. This is our team. Sometimes you see us all, and sometimes we're not all here. And that's really one of the very exciting things for me about being in business as a Shaklee Wellness advisor, is having a team and supporting each other. So a little bit of history about direct sales. A lot of you may know that already, but it's some fun facts here, and to realize how long it's been around. That back in 1886, McConnell, is it McConnell, Sharon? He started the California Perfume Company back in 1886. And then he realized there were a lot of women that were staying at home and their husbands were out working. So he started thinking about recruiting the women to sell for his company. And then Albie, as you see, she was in her 50s and she became the first sales representative for this company. And then as it evolved, the company had 10,000 representatives by 1902. And the cool thing is that some of you may not know that this company eventually was renamed and became Avon in 1928. So way before any of us in this team was born, right? Understanding residual income. And it's basically, when you think about, when you pay for your internet and your cell phone and you pay rent, that's residual income that's coming into the internet provider and your cell phone provider. So that income comes in day after day or month after month, whichever way it's set up. And think about, wanting to have you start thinking about how, when you have clients and members in your Shaklee business, is that imagine having vending machines all over the world or grocery stores, and people continue to go in and purchase from you. So that creates residual income for you. Now, exponential growth or income is when you have the internet actually creates or sends referrals to you and builds more clients or customers for you. So now not just the one service, the one internet service, but now you have two, and those two have two more, and it exponentially grows from there, and your income grows as well. Now, is that all easy? We're not here to say building a Shaklee business is easy where you sit back and do nothing, but it's a business opportunity that may be a great fit for you. So the benefits of owning a Shaklee network marketing business, and you will talk to anyone, probably the first thing would be personal growth. You develop skills to be part of a team, to grow personally, to become more confident, to be able to speak in public. And when you grow, all parts of your life gets impacted. When you develop your own strength and personally, leadership-wise, it really impacts our life in all aspects of our lives. Network marketing companies are huge proponents for personal growth. You always see that, and that's absolutely part of what Shaklee offers. Now, marketing dynamic consistently shifts, and that's one of the things that is really important to think about. I know for me, I had a little wellness center that when COVID hit, I had to shut it down and the income totally stopped. So one of the things to think about with a business like Shaklee, we have gone from like having in-homes and, you know, maybe doing actual emails and meeting with our clients and members in person to doing Zooms like we're doing now. So the possibilities of being flexible and shifting and being able to continue to grow the business is such a big difference than having a physical brick and mortar business. So all side gigs are not created equal. You can look at Shaklee as a side gig, or you can look at it as a career shift. I can totally start as a side gig for you, and then it can grow from there as your needs change, or as you retire, or you can jump into it as a full-time career as well. So we're going to cover some of the ways that you can earn money. We're keeping it very simple for you, because once you make a choice that you want to earn income with Shaklee, there are opportunities to multiple opportunities to be able to earn income. But those are some of the basic, simple ones to explain. And then we're here to explore and expand on that with you once you make that decision. So this 3-tier program is something to allow a person coming in a very simple way, generate a $1,500 per month income. And what that looks like is that you create a loyalty program where you're ordering the nutritional products or the cleaning products and the Shaklee products once a month for you and your family. And with a minimum of $150 order. So we're going to use that as an example. And when you see down on the bottom, this is about the vitalizing plan as an example. And of course, it could be any other product packaging. So when you and 3 other distributors are doing the same thing, then your income, you get that $50 per month income. Plus, as you see on the bottom, there is some retail profit, and we'll get into more details with that with you if once you decide this is the avenue you'd like to take. The next step of that tier would be that you have the 3 distributors that are working with you, and now they're doing what you have helped them to do. So you create leaders, they have 3 more, and that's going to generate a $250 income for you. And of course, they're each getting the 100 themselves, those first 3. So you're developing other leaders, and then now they're going to develop leaders themselves. So once those 3, they each help their 3 become leaders, that's where it creates that $1,500 a month residual income for you. And of course, there's the price differential, the retail, all that. We'll get into that with you. But this to give you, this is one way to earn income consistently, and very clear how to develop that part of the business. And that's what we do as business coaches with you as well. Wanted to show this slide as well, because this is an additional special program that's going on for 2021, where coming in as a new distributor, you can, or actually any distributor, any distributor can achieve an extra bonus of $21,000 in 2021. So as a brand new distributor coming into the business, basically when you build your team and focusing on that, those 3 tiers that we just covered, and build a team of 3 strong business leaders in your organization, you would be have the title of executive coordinator, and through that process you would earn all the bonuses that you see here, the awards, starting with the 500 as a director. And again, I really want to emphasize, and our team was talking about that before we got on, is that it is not easy, but it's simple, but it takes work, just like any other business. You've got to put the work in, but you have us as a team and we're here to support you. And of course, all the way up to Roger Burnett, the CEO and chairman of Shaklee. I know he would hop on the phone with you if you needed help. So the executive coordinator is the level, the leadership level that I wanted you to kind of keep in mind, because this, besides the 21,000 in 2021, this is a chart of all the different leadership levels that you can achieve. And executive coordinators right here, kind of in the middle, this shows you the average income on the lower end of all the people in Shaklee that are at that level are earning about 30,000. And then on the higher end is about 72. And I like to show that because that's a really good place to get to in Shaklee. And that income is pretty awesome. This is the income showing, actual income showing for 2019 on the 1099, because as a distributor and owning your own Shaklee business, you get a 1099 from Shaklee for your income taxes. And these are the 3 simple ways. We try to break it down to really get an idea of what's possible with Shaklee, because not everyone wants to be in business. Not everyone wants to, make 20,000 a month or any money at all, but really have a passion to share with people. Our biggest goal, as we really try to get the message out, is really to make healthy happen, to change people's lives so they can live well. So you have 3 choices. You can make a difference. You can, be a member, use the products, help you keep yourself healthy, your family healthy. Share our pop-ups with others so we can get the word out, invite them to events once we are able to go live in person, invite them to, maybe tea time and things like that. But you can do that as a member and share the message of making healthy happen. And then the second option is that, of course, as a member and all that you're doing with that first option, you also decide, well, maybe I would like to make about 150 to 200 a month and pay for the products that I'm making. And we cover that in the 3 tiers. The first tier, where you have 3 other people purchasing the products also, you can come pretty close to covering your own product usage. So that's the option that you have. And then the third option is when you want to get into a career income. And the career income, it could be literally from starting as, maybe this is your plan B and you want to make an extra couple of $100 a month, all the way to building, to 50,000 a month. I mean, literally, there's no limit, but it's work. You've got to make it happen. You've got to really become the leader. You've got to put the work into it. And you build an incredible business that you can take anywhere. And you can, look at us. We're all, we are in different states here with you right now. So this is an opportunity. Our question to you is, and if you'd like to put it in the chat, if you're on Zoom with us, where do you see yourself fit in? You can become part of the Shaklee family in your own way. You get to choose, but no matter which one you choose, you're going to have an impact that will just reach so many people. So if you are on Zoom with us, or if you're on Facebook and you want to also share which one of these you might be interested in, then we'll follow up with you and just give you more information. And if you're watching on Facebook, watching the replay, still put something in the comments for us. Let us know you're watching the replay or you're watching live and where you're watching from, and ask your questions, because one of us will get back with you. And here is our team. Our local team are just part of our team, because I really like to emphasize that we're part of this huge Shaklee family. But here, this is our team that we are here for you, that we've been doing those pop-ups for you to really create a space where you can feel comfortable to ask questions, get the information, and that's how we can help you and we help others make healthy happen together. So thank you so much. Now we're going to switch over and you get to chat with all of us. We're going to ask questions and share some more information live. So let me stop the share. And here we are. Hi, everyone. How are you?
Hey, Deepa. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Great presentation.
So definitely feedback from those of you that are on Zoom about the presentation. We wanted to keep it, just very brief, but cover some of the points that people have come up, have asked, some questions that have come up in the past, and give you some place to start. So if anyone would like to share what they thought and what we could share, what more we can share to really help those even that will watch the replay later get more benefits. I'm gonna check the chat right there. Okay. Well, one of the things that came up, I don't know if everybody is not everyone. There we go. Questions.
You checking the chat on Facebook, did you say?
Yeah, if you check on Facebook, Billy's watching. That's pretty cool.
Hi, Billy.
Well, I know before, one of the things that I'll go ahead and, you know what, Sharon, before we started, we talked about you kind of sharing your Shaklee story. Let's go with that. That will break the ice and get everyone going.
Okay, well, I was just living my life, getting, kind of sicker all the time, but I just kept thinking, well, that's just what people do. But then somebody at work asked me if I'd like to do a Learn and Earn program. And with that, you got free products. Well, I'm very frugal. So I thought, well, I'm just going to take my free products and run. And that was like 28 years ago. Once I started hearing the information, I'm like, oh, I was just wide-eyed, and I thought, oh, I got to try that and I got to try this. And then I just kept adding things because it all made sense and it was working. And I know Angela Leonard was there at the time, and I started sharing with people at IBM, and I probably shared with 100 people at IBM. And it was just so fun to see them at lunch and see their radiance and I could see a difference in people. And I love helping people. And I think most Shaklee people do. And it was just so rewarding. And they would do the Learn and Earn, and the same thing would happen with them. And I still have people now from 20 some years ago that from back then, they're still using the products, and I'll never turn back because I keep feeling better. I mean, I started feeling better right away, and it was such a blessing because I had such terrible allergies and stuff. But now that I've reached that wellness level, I'm able to keep it. And I didn't really plan to have a business, but I think if your heart is right and you're sharing with people and you're helping them, it happens. But like Adiba said, it's not easy. It's simple, and it takes time and caring, and that time and caring pay off to to help others and help yourself and have more fun. And the social part is great. And you just start loving people more and more. That's my story.
Yeah, and Sharon, I wouldn't have met you if it wasn't for Shaklee.
I know.
So, and basically, I wouldn't have met any of you because of
Right.
Shaklee.
I wouldn't have either. Well, I did know Angela Leonard from work. Had met her. And one of the people in my group, I said, ask Angela, she wants to do the Learn and Earn. So we were in the hall at IBM. So she asked her and Angela did. And, the rest is history.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have met now. Tanya walked into my wellness center a little bit over a year ago, but I wouldn't have had the wellness center if it wasn't for Shaklee, because once I was introduced to that, I shifted my whole mindset for sure. I was a drug and alcohol counselor in the military, and then I was in the corporate world, working in a law office kind of thing. So maybe not even directly, but when I think about it, it's because of Shaklee, I am connected with all of you now, which is incredible. It's pretty cool to think about it and the lives that have been impacted, because I didn't, my mom introduced me to Shaklee not because of the business at all. It was more about health and wellness and my oldest son and his health issues and all. So it wasn't, I didn't go in, it's like looking for a business opportunity at all. And even now it has shifted even more about what the possibilities are. Like I had mentioned during the presentation, is that when COVID hit and I literally lost all income, when I shut the wellness center down, just like that, it was a huge awakening. It's like, whoa. Whereas the Shaklee business has honestly grown since then. And I have even grown even more. I mean, like, to look back just in the past year where, I really found myself needing and wanting and aware of making that pivot and looking at things differently, that I have grown so much, and it has impacted my relationship with, my communication with my family and with myself, and really developing more skills to build the Shaklee business. And I see it. It's funny how when you know something and when things get a little bit more clearer, and you really know something, like the possibilities of, creating that residual income. So Darren and I can travel more, and I can be on the beach doing this, and I can be in my RV traveling. Darren can be driving the RV, and I could be doing the business and helping people. And it's just it's incredible how we those aha moments happen for us.
Well, Ellen shared once, our upline, that she was on bed rest when she was pregnant, and for that few months she was on the phone all the time talking to people, and her business really grew. So that's what it's about, communicating and connecting with people. And it's so rewarding.
So there are some people that are watching on Facebook. So as you hop on, I'm just gonna kind of interrupt for a second. If you are on Facebook, say hello and where you're watching from. And if you're watching the replay later, just ask your questions. We did our presentation already if you're on Facebook, and now we're just sharing our stories and asking questions and answering questions. If you do have any questions live, we'll answer them as well. We're keeping an eye on the Facebook chat as well. So, all right, back to us.
Angela, you remember all that back then, right?
What's that?
I said to Angela, you remember all that back then, right?
I do, yes.
Did you find those that information eye-opening, or did you already know most of it?
I don't really, I would say I found it eye-opening, even though I guess my interest in it almost makes you seem like you should know that stuff already, if that makes any sense. But I was very interested in the products. Yeah. Um, I enjoyed listening to the tapes and getting the free product.
Yeah.
Well,
thank
the
you.
products is what impresses me and continues to impress me.
Right.
That a company like this could last this long in this day and age. You know, they pop up and last for 5 years or so and then disappear, or caught up in some legal battle or product recall or whatever, of which Shaklee has never had any. And the reason I got into Shaklee was that I saw my grandmother get such good results from the products with pain relief from her arthritis. And then consequently, it also helped her sinuses. Well, my husband had severe allergies. And so I immediately got started on the products for him. And we had such good results. I too, Sharon, kept adding and adding because they really helped in it, and they're guaranteed to help. And then slowly I got to learn about the business part of it as well. And we started our family. And of course, I wanted the best, absolute best, purest products for my kids, and which was Shaklee. So my kids have grown up on Shaklee and they continue to use the products, and my grandkids are now growing up on Shaklee, and it's just it's part of our lives. And I've met some wonderful people along the way, these fine ladies, for instance, but also many, many others that have been helped by Shaklee along the way. And that tape program is amazingly educational, and it's just, you'll cry, you'll laugh, you'll just be in awe of the stories that you come across, all because of Shaklee.
Yeah, so true, so true. And with both my pregnancy, first one I was 22 and the second one I was 35. And you know, you hear it in the medical field, you know, once you hit 35, this is like a critical time to have a baby. And I was so much healthier, or I was healthier, like I was healthy when I had Jack. Looking back with my first one, I was not healthy. You know, you really don't, like for me, I didn't realize how unhealthy I was until I started feeling how good it feels not to be feeling the way I used to. And it's amazing. It's like, you know, we just get caught up in it. And then having those checks, you know, once a month on the 15, like clockwork, you know, just pop in the bank account is incredible. We do have ways where we get paid daily as well too. So that's another thing. So there, part of the program is you will get paid daily as well. So there's daily kind of, there's no weekly, it's daily or monthly. It depends on what you're doing in your business. But I wanted to just mention that.
You could have both.
It's all, yeah. It's the main one is on the 15th, and then there are other ways that you can earn the extra bonuses daily.
And I've never missed a paycheck in 28 years from Shaklee.
Yeah, and Shaklee as a whole has never ever missed one paycheck as a company. That's pretty
great.
Yeah, that's 60 plus years. 60, is it 60? Yeah, 64 years.
50. It was 1956.
Yeah, almost 66. Yeah,
Who's doing math in their head?
I know.
Not me.
Tanya is a baby, age-wise, and as far as how long she's been part of the family as well. Would you
I
like
know.
to say anything?
Yes, it actually can't believe it's only been a little over a year because this has been the longest year ever. And so it
COVID.
feels like so much longer that I walked into Adiba's Wellness Center. And honestly, when I met Adiba, I was doing a little bit of research for myself and looking into the wellness business and kind of checking out a few places and going to get some services just to kind of look and compare. And I don't know, I walked into Wrapped in Wellness and Adiba and I just instantly connected. And that's where it all started. That I actually started with the Prove It Challenge. I did the Prove It Challenge through the center, and I felt amazing after the 30 days. And it was the products, like Ruthie said. You start using some of the products, you start falling in love with it. It was honestly, it was the first protein shake ever. The Life Shake is the first protein shake ever that I think I can actually enjoy with just water, without having to mix it up with a whole bunch of stuff in a blender, which impressed me. But like I said, I was actually looking to get into the health and wellness field, and little did I know that walking into Wrapped in Wellness, I would become a member of a whole new family. I really do have to say it's also helped me a lot socially. This has been a tough year, I think, socially for everyone in general, and just having something to look forward to, having people to talk to, even if it's just on Zoom, has been tremendous for my mental health. And it's also challenged me to learn more, doing these pop-ups. At first I was worried because, I was like, I am so not a salesperson. I don't really want to be a salesperson. But then I realized that you guys all helped me realize that that's not really what Shaklee's all about. And honestly, people started noticing the change in me, and that's how my family and friends started becoming interested in products. So that's kind of my little story to begin with. I'm still a baby, and I look forward to another 40, 50 years with these women. Hopefully.
Yeah. It is, because I think that selling has just gotten a bad rap, just like network marketing has, because of the few bad apples in the system.
Mhm.
So when you think about it, our grocery store is selling us stuff, our doctors are selling us stuff, your friends are selling you stuff. So it's really about how to really look at what's positive and what positive can come out of selling. And it's not selling the bad way, but selling where you're really informing and educating people, and truly sharing on purpose. And like what our purpose is, to make healthy happen, and with the focus on that, then yeah, not everybody says yes, just like not everyone is going to say yes if you give them a diamond ring either, right? There are going to be people like, I
There
don't
you go.
like
That's a great one.
So we start thinking about it, but you can't help when you're, but think, when you're in business, when someone, kind of quote unquote turns you down, it becomes personal because you really want to help them and they're not listening. But that happens, with everything. You try to tell someone, this is a great movie, you gotta watch it, or this is an awesome book, and they don't read it. It really has nothing to do with you personally, because you're just sharing something that you feel like it's going to benefit them. And that's again is a mind shift, and that's part of the leadership development and the personal growth is, and it doesn't go away. Like you still feel like, oh, man, I wish they would, but you become aware of those emotions, and I've learned how to take a step back and look at it and really try to listen more and see how I can help. And maybe it's not the right time. I mean, you never know when the right time is going to be. I always, most recently, I posted something about mascara, and this wonderful lady who is a nurse and teaches other nurses, and it went from the mascara to she's on the, you know, the shakes and the vitamins, and she keeps ordering more and more stuff. So you really never know. And then there are some people where I thought, you know, like, man, they have a gym, they're a chiropractor, they're, you know, they want to help people, and they're like not interested at all. So all that to say is it's really, it is like the diamond ring. Not everyone is going to want that. You know, some people are, you know, want a ruby or, but if you truly want the best, purest, incredible nutritional supplements, you can't beat Shaklee. I mean, you can dig as deep as you want. You won't find anything that comes close. Their integrity is just, anyway, we will, I won't get into all that. It's just after all these years, you know, you just, you know what's out there. But any questions? We have 2 Angelas on. That's pretty good. Angie, angels.
Angels.
Any questions? We did talk about the pyramid scheme. What are you guys' thoughts for our guests there that you've heard out and about a pyramid scheme? Scheme, is that still a thing out there? I personally haven't heard of it in a long time, honestly. But I don't know if it's still out there, if people are asking, you know, is network marketing just a pyramid scheme, or have any of you heard it recently?
I think by default, people are always going to have that question, because whether or not it's out there and how companies are doing it and if they're doing it. But, you know, I think you did a really great job of explaining it a little bit earlier, Adiba, when we met just beforehand.
What was one of the things that kind of stuck out for you, Tanya, when we were talking about that earlier? Anything kind of, as far as when we were talking about what the difference is, was there something specific that kind of really stuck in mind about the pyramid scheme concept in the traditional businesses? Oh, you're breaking up. You froze.
Oh no.
It was more. Oh, my connection is unstable.
Now you're back.
Am I back?
Yeah.
I said my connection was a little unstable for a second. No, I was just saying, just the stigma of it, I think, is, you know, once people realize that, you know, what the difference is, and not really focusing on, and because I feel like that was my first idea about it, was just, I don't want to be a salesperson. I don't want to be network marketing and this and that. So getting over that, you really don't have to. And I first started it with, you know, like I said, I love the products. I'm going to get some free products for myself and earn enough to be able to do that and pay for my products. And now just working towards a little bit more than that.
Yeah. And then, you know, we have the car program and the travel. I know that travel has been on hold. This is the 2nd year now, which is kind of really sad. But there's a car payment program. You get to choose the car that you want, and you get the car allowance. And there is the travel, the all expense travel, you know, from the beginning levels of leadership all the way through. And now Shaklee has that 21,000 extra bonus by building your team and creating an organization. So you really decide where you want to be, and then go for it. And definitely with a team like ours, you know, when we miss one goal, we're there for each other to really kind of take a step back, see what we need to change or shift or do better, and then keep on moving. So it's not, like a traditional job where it's like, oh, you missed it right here, you're out, we don't need you anymore, see ya. So there are definitely a lot of benefits, but it's different. It takes personal growth for sure.
Yes.
Does anyone
Interesting.
else have any comments?
I think I have a little story. I know I really haven't been too involved in Shaklee, but I know me and Tanya, we're cousins, and she kind of helped me out a couple of days ago with finding out whether or not a business was right for me. And since I'm sitting here listening to you, Adiba, I'm listening to your, even from the beginning when I first had a Zoom meeting with you to now. And like I said, I'm not completely 100% too involved in it, but knowing how you're being trained and how you speak and how you're making it about the person versus the business, I can see the difference right away.
Oh, well, thank you.
It feels, and honestly, it's very trustworthy. It feels very organic and trustworthy versus the other company that, and it wasn't a vitamin company, or it was just a completely different type of company, but it was an MLM. It felt like an MLM. It felt like someone was beating me with a bat and saying, join, 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 join. I don't feel like that. I feel like I could either take a step back, or I could go full force, or I could be like, this time I want to do something with it. I just feel like your training and the way you talk and the way you introduce the product, yourself, the other people in your network is completely different and completely just, I don't know. I feel like you are my friend.
Oh, I literally have tears coming up in my eyes.
You made my heart happy.
Oh, and
That was
thank
great,
you
Angie.
so much for sharing, because I remember being afraid to share also.
Mhm.
But thank you for sharing, because we all as people, want and need to hear that, because we all have our fears, we all have our unsureness, and so thank you for sharing.
You're
And
welcome.
and it speaks a lot for the whole company, because it's all the way, honestly, to Roger Barnett and his whole team. It's the same thing, and it's incredible. It's so thank you so much for sharing. Us. And making me cry.
Oh, don't cry.
Tears of
I agree. I focus on having fun and just educating, and I think that's a big part of it, is that we just learning ourselves along the way, and just going with it and enjoying the time we have together.
Yeah. And learning along the way, right?
It's always a big laugh. Yeah. So thank you, Angie.
Any other input from anyone? Speak up, share. Well, we'll go ahead and wrap it. Invite people to the Facebook group. We are always growing. We are here with open arms to expand our team, because the more of us, the more that we can share, the more we can reach other people. So this is totally an open invitation to bring you right into our family and do your part, whatever part it is that you feel comfortable doing.
And you're part of us now, Angie.
So, all right. Well,
yes,
thanks,
she is.
everyone. Love you guys. Thanks for hopping on.
Thank you.
Love you too.
Everyone on Facebook.
Have a great night.
Good night.
Bye.